Good morning, guys. So today is January 17th, I believe. It is about almost 9 a.m. It's about 8:50ish right now. I am getting ready to head to Weska to train some clients. Weska is the gym that I train at, and it is owned by Tori and Megan. So I'm gonna head over there, train some clients, and then afterwards I have a posing client as well, and I'm gonna do some posing with her. We've been working together for we've been working through her bulk as well. So it's probably been about 8 weeks, about 2 months. I think it was back in November, so almost 3 months now that we've been working together. And then, so we're gonna do some posing. She's about 11 weeks out. She'll be 10 weeks out this Saturday. So she's getting pretty close. She's gonna be doing the Governor's Cup in Sacramento at the end of March. So I'm super excited for her. We'll see how everything's doing, and I'll catch you guys there. What's up, guys? So I want to talk to you a little bit about posing when it comes to bikini posing, specifically within the NPC. Kind of the details of what to look for, what you should be doing, how far out you should be doing it. So with Brianna here, I've been working with Brianna for about 3 months already. We started her bulk back in November, and she will be competing in her first NPC competition in 10 weeks. We did start posing when she was 14 weeks out, and so I highly recommend, as soon as you know you're going to do a show, start posing right away. It could be one thing if you have the perfect physique, but if you don't know how to present it on stage, then it does not matter. How you present it on stage is what they are judging, and if you don't know how, then you won't get the placing that you deserve. So some of the things you want to look for in bikini posing. You have a front pose, you have a back pose, and then you normally transition back to your front pose. In between, you do have your transitions. Transitions are just as important as the actual poses. Your transitions should flow effortlessly into each pose as well. At the end of the day, it should all look like one giant pose. You shouldn't really be able to tell which ones are the poses and which ones aren't. They should all look like a pose. Other little details to kind of think about is your hips. So when you're posing, when you're on stage, the judges are below you. This goes for any of the categories in general. Whether you're a guy or a girl, the judges will always be below you, and that's something that you need to be conscious of. In the video, I purposely put the camera down low because that's how the judges will be seeing you, from a down low angle. So your hips are extremely important to always sit back in those hips, just so your waist looks as small as it can. You're going for symmetry within any of the categories. You want to make sure your symmetry is on point. Everything from your shoulders all the way down to your feet. Your hands are also extremely important in how you place your hands. You want to be graceful. You want to grace them with your presence on that stage. So please take your time and do the work that it takes in order to make sure that the package that you present on stage is perfection. Alright, what's up, guys? So it is like 2:30, I think, in the afternoon now. So it's been quite a while since I trained this morning, but we are headed to Santa Cruz right now to go get some posing content for Alex as he smashes down the most giant meal in the world right now. Look at how big his plate is. Like, how much food does one person eat in a single day? This is one meal. How does that make you feel?
Love it.
That's what it takes to be an IFBB pro right there. All the food in the world. Literally, he goes through like a full thing of rice every day. Every day we have to cook a whole new thing of rice. It's ridiculous. So cuts, if you're out there, know that we are using a whole lot of rice. Alright guys, we just got to the beach. We are at Panther Beach off of Highway 1, I believe, north. It's just a little beach off to the side, one of our favorite beaches. Hopefully we'll be able to go down to the water today. We couldn't do it last time because the tide was like super high, so we'll see what it is when we get down there.
Because you were super high.
Look at how high up it is. It's high.
Alright guys, so we are currently still in Santa Cruz. I just left the beach and we are at Safeway getting some sushi for myself. Pre-workout meal. Dude, this Safeway hooked it up. They have the best sushi. Alright, what's up guys? We are finally headed to the gym. It's about a little after 8 o'clock, but
Why would you say the time?
I don't know, because I feel like I should, like, so they know like what's happening throughout the day. But we're finally going to train. I'm going to train legs, and what are you training?
We're gonna train some back, maybe some chest too.
Back and chest.
Push pull.
Hell yeah.
Pull it.
Panacho, 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 panacho. Alright guys, we have Al Fitness 21 in the building.
What's up, guys?
Prepping some chicken for the week. So what are you doing with it?
So this is just how it's easier for us to cook it because we don't have a grill, and I like it like this because it kind of gets a little bit crispy on the outsides. But this is what I do is I just break it out with my hands and I'll put it into what is this called?
Pan?
A pan. And I'll spray it down and then put the chicken shredded, and it tastes pretty good, you know. Put it on the broil.
Yeah, so we're gonna go broil, and we have it set to 525.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start it, and normally we'll broil it for like anywhere between like 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah. Sometimes we forget to set timers, so I'm not really sure the exact time, but somewhere around the 25-minute mark.
Yeah, just keep checking it every 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. I would say every 10 minutes and double check.
Second time you check it, it should be almost done.
Yeah, and just to make sure it doesn't get too dry, but we like it a little crispy on the outside as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to go over each item individually of what we bought and why we buy the things that we do. And then Alex is going to tell us as well why he takes the things that he does as well and why he eats the way he does. So first Egg whites, definitely a necessity, I would say. Egg whites are a great source of protein, and you're not getting any extra fats as well, or even carbs. It's just straight up protein. Also, regular eggs, another item. Normally, so this week we bought the organic, just regular brown organic, because that's all they had. But normally we would get the omega-3 eggs specifically, just for the added omega-3s in your diet as well, because omega-3s and omega-6s are super important whether you're bulking or you're dieting as well. You want to make sure your omega-3s and omega-6s stay high. Also, we've got some frozen fruit. I always get the frozen ones because I like to make them into smoothies. So this week we have pineapple and some raspberries as well. I try to always get the organic too. Whatever we buy, we always try to get organic. Doesn't always work out that way, but we always shoot for all organic. And then this week, got some avocados for our fats. We always try to pick up at least like one fat for the week, one veggie for the week, just to kind of keep it, depending on what we're doing. If we're on like a strict diet, Alex is on a strict diet right now because he's starting his prep pretty soon, so he doesn't have the flexibility with choosing what he wants to choose. But right now I am kind of flexible in my diet, so this week I'm doing avocados. And then we got some peppers this week as well. And then our vegetable this week, we wanted to go for asparagus.
Sorry.
It's okay. We wanted to go for asparagus, but the grocery store didn't have any, so we got some green beans instead, just for some added fiber for our meals. We always usually get some kind of drink as well. These are the kombuchas. This one does have chia seeds in it as well. Those omega fats, super good for that. But the kombucha is for gut health. It has probiotics in it to help your digestive system and help everything keep going throughout the day. We also got some Quaker oats. Oats are super good to add into either your breakfast, for a carb for your breakfast, or if you're doing like a post-workout shake, oats are always good to just throw in there. It's super easy to work with. We got some Dave's Killer Bread. We always get the Dave's Killer Bread. Has omega-3s in it as well. It has 340 milligrams of omega-3s in it. Has some fiber and a little bit of protein in it as well. And I believe it is organic. It is organic. Also bananas. Bananas are Alex's thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to explain.
Yeah, I can explain.
Tell us why you eat bananas.
Alright, so bananas are good for very quick absorbed carb. So it's gonna take in very quick into your bloodstream. It's good for pre-workout, post-workout.
Potassium as well.
It's your natural fruit or your natural sugars, right? It's gonna have vitamins in it. It's gonna have potassium, like she said. So
good for recovery too.
yeah, so I take this, like I said, before pre-workout, like a pre-workout shake. After, I am actually eating this in the morning as well. Right when I wake up, I have 60 grams of cream of rice, and then I'll throw this on top. So it's super good.
And then I also wanted, the Rice Krispies too. You want to talk about Rice Krispies?
Yeah,
post-workout meal. Cereal is a great post-workout meal. This one is, you can kind of see if it focuses. I don't think it's going to, but it doesn't have any fat in it. It has 29 grams of carbs per serving. It has really low sugars. It only has 4 grams, but the main part is it has 0 grams of fat. That is super important when it comes to your post-workout meal.
Yeah, so same thing. It's a quick digested carb. It's gonna hit the bloodstream really quick. It's gonna help you since, you know, so after your workout, right? You get super depleted, you tear muscles. This is gonna help you. It's gonna pull and it's gonna absorb and it's gonna help you transfer proteins. It's just gonna make you recover quicker.
Yeah,
it's getting,
super good for recovery.
Getting it quick and helping you absorb real quick.
And the reason why you don't want high fats in your post-workout meal, or you want to try to keep it to an absolute minimum, is because it slows down your digestive system. So when you're trying to absorb food really quick, especially right after a workout when you are depleted, you don't want anything that's going to slow down the process of it getting to your muscles that absolutely need it at that moment. Also, one of our favorites, some sugar-free barbecue sauce. It's not focusing. No, wait, maybe.
It's on portrait mode, so. Yeah.
There it goes.
There you go. So that's what we like.
We throw on a lot of our meals.
Yeah, this helps me get down a lot of rice because I am taking in a lot of carbs. Just gives a little bit of flavor. A lot of people ask me, how do you eat all the dry food? How do you get all the food down? It's hard,
You
so
want
you
your
have
food to taste good.
You have to change things up a little bit, So this is one good way. Here, I'll give you another quick look at it.
Yeah, and it does come in different flavors too. This one's just the hickory flavor. Also, they do like reduced sugar ketchup, which is super good, or you can even do mustard if you like mustard. You can do salsa sometimes, depending on if you're on that strict diet or not, and you have that flexibility. Salsa is usually pretty low in everything. And then one last thing I wanted to, actually two more things. So normally we do MCT oil a lot when it comes to like pre-workout meals, or when it just comes to meals in general. MCT oil is a really good go-to. It helps your body use fat as energy, and it helps you convert the fat into energy. So although it is maybe higher in fat, you're getting more grams per serving, they are all really good fats. So you need those fats in order to for your body to recover. You need those fats in order for your body to build. They are all good things for you. So a good replacement though, if you can't find MCT oil, normally you can find it in like a nutrition shop, or if you go to Whole Foods, or even on Amazon, you can get it for pretty cheap, is coconut oil. So coconut oil, I would say, is a really good substitution for MCT oil. If you can, use that instead of replacement for like maybe butters, unless you're doing like a certain kind of butter, then sometimes that's okay too. Or if you're doing like hydrogenated oils, you want to try to stay away from those and instead try to replace it with like coconut oils or MCT oils. And then the very last thing, diet soda. We always, that's like our special like treat sometimes, is like diet sodas, because honestly diet soda isn't the best for you if we're talking about health, but I mean it doesn't have any sugars in it. It's zero everything, so it's good when you're dieting. I would say a better substitution though for diet soda would be Zevia. Zevia is normally something that we'd buy, but when you go to sometimes regular grocery stores like Safeway, or if you go to Lucky's, wherever you go to, they don't always have Zevia. That's kind of something that's new and more of like the health food stores, so like Whole Foods or Sprouts usually carries them. But if not, diet soda is our go-to.
Helps with cravings.
Yes, it does. It helps with cravings a ton. So if you are on prep and your coach hasn't cut out sodas for any reason, I would say diet soda is your savior. Like, go for diet sodas. Diet Snapple is also one of like my absolute favorites when I was dieting. Helped me get through a lot of cravings. Anything else can you think of?
No, I think that's my go-to too.
Yeah, diet soda. Alright guys, we'll catch you in the next video. See you later.
What's up, Zoe?
What up, player?
Okay, how am I not supposed to laugh at you when you say that? How am I not supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to take that serious? Alright, why are we in this dark ass house, hella quiet?
I don't know.
What are we doing tonight? What are we doing? Drinking?
I don't know, but I put a
drinking diet soda?
little turn up.
Caughty. Nice.